Prior to that, there was only one other abortion clinic in the city. And when we found out that abortion clinic was up for sale, we got a third party, and we ran in and we bought that abortion clinic out from underneath them. And then when they wanted to renew the lease, we said no way, and we kicked them out. And because they had so little money, and because we'd done our job in the community, making abortion such a pariah in the community, they weren't able to ever open again. And so now, what was once the abortion capital of the world is now the pro-life capital of the world.
Wow.
God gave us the city. God gave us that city. And I believe God's giving us a nation. We look around the nation since 1991, at the peak, there was 1.6 million abortions. Every one is tragic, and I don't want to diminish each abortion, but it's down to 1.2 million. Just about that number. That means we're saving, even though the population has increased in America, we're saving 400,000 babies every single year, and it's because of the work of all of you. 400,000 babies every single year for the past 19 years. That's aggressive. The polling data, if you want to believe the polling data, those people are under 20. 75% of them would self-identify as pro-life. They would call themselves pro-life. These are the people that will be running the country in the next generation. If you look at the latest Gallup poll, 51% of Americans would self-identify, this is as a whole, not just young people, but 51% would self-identify as pro-life. You know how many people would self-identify as pro-choice? 42%. That's a 9 percentage point lead. We're 9 percentage point lead above the other side. Now, if this was a presidential race, you know, where usually it's a 1 or 2% margin, you know what they would call this? A landslide! Exactly! Do you feel like we've got, pardon me, do you feel like we've got a landslide victory? You better start feeling it, because we are. We're winning these guys. In 1991, there were 2,176 abortion clinics in this country. 2,176. We're doing the data right now. We're doing the research. Bud and Tara are doing the research in our office right now. We're down to about, what, 736. That's down by 2/3. You feel like a landslide? Come on. That's a landslide. We're winning this fight. Babies are being saved. Hearts and minds are being changed. We're winning in the judicial system. We're finally winning there. 93, speaking of Omaha, 93% of the American people are appalled at late-term post-viability abortions. 93% of the people. The only problem is the other 7% are in the Supreme Court or the White House. It's time that we, the majority, start telling them what to do. They're our representatives. They're not their own representatives, and we're representing the babies. Just last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, we know that Leroy Carhart had said that he wanted to start another late-term abortion clinic. He wanted to mirror his 11-year associate, George Tiller. He wanted to start another big, nationwide, worldwide late-term abortion clinic. He says he's either going to build one in Wichita or take that one over, or he's going to use this one up here. So we said, we need to think proactively. The only way he can open up an abortion clinic in that community is with the consent of the local hospital, Wesley Medical Center. The other one was a Catholic hospital. They said, no way, right from the very beginning. And so we contacted Wesley, and for 1 week we were in intense negotiations with them. And finally, we got them to issue a statement. They said, Leroy Carhart will not be given hospital privileges in this city. It's not going to happen. Big roadblock. Hello, Leroy. You're not coming to Wichita, okay? And they said they wouldn't be giving him transfer agreements, and we're working with the legislature to tighten up some of the laws that allow outpatient facilities to operate without having hospital privileges. So the next session, we can solidify this gain. We need to make gains, grab that ground, and then keep that ground and advance more. So, here's another note I made. Steve Zach, where are you? There he is. He just told me you guys had a Planned Parenthood, and after 18 years, it finally closed down.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Amen.
Steve was in front of it almost alone the whole time.
Yeah.
God bless you. God bless you. Oh, I love this. So, here we come to Omaha, right? God bless you, Cheryl. Cheryl worked her tail off on this. Did you guys see this?
Yes.
I love this because this shows a lot of hard work. If you haven't got your Omaha World Herald, go get one today, and then go get a subscription and tell them the only reason you're getting a subscription is because of this article. Because they finally had the courage to tell the truth. By no means were these women pro-life activists. Folks, they worked in an abortion clinic. And in a sense, they're implicating themselves in things that, in irregularities and crimes that happen inside this abortion clinic. But I love this, you know, they never want to give us any good press, but, you know, former clinic workers aid abortion foes, right above the little pig thing. I love it. Read this article, because what it shows, and I'll close with this, is that we're winning this case. We put together, I don't know if we have a copy machine here in the rectory or not, you can go to our website and get one of these. We have a list of allegations. I just want to read these to you. If every person in this room did one phone call and one email, if you have email. If you don't have email, make 2 phone calls. And then tell your friend, each one of your friends, your spouse, your children, to do the same thing to the Attorney General's office, asking them to look into these charges. I am certain that Leroy Carhart's abortion